Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. Fuck yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Um, I was supposed to drop the episode yesterday. Something weird happened. I don't even know how to explain it. And this whole, dude, I don't know. This whole couple days have been weird. Things have been going missing. There was like water in the tray that I break up my weed in. Like I just didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just bought some fucking earbuds, right? I just bought them. And I didn't lose the earbuds, but the holder that you keep them charged is gone. It was in my jacket, right? It was in my jacket. I put it in my pocket, my jacket, and it's just gone. So that's like $30 down the drain, but I don't know. It's all good. I had a show last night. I was at Accidental Chaos. Accidental Chaos is a cool ass spot. You know, if you guys have never been there, it's off of Orange in Los Angeles. Um, it's a rowdy spot. You know what I mean? I feel like typically you go to Accidental Chaos when your night is done. You know, you've performed at the other spots, you got some good time in, and then you go to Accidental Chaos and just party with the homies and just make a fool of yourself on stage, right? Because you're lit anyway. And it was a pretty fun lineup. Plus, a shout out to Mike Silver making some fire ass burgers. That dude killed it with the burgers last night. So bomb. Dude, I ate like fucking shit yesterday, dude. Super bad. You know, on the way to go do all this, like, you know, I bought a bunch of essentials. I went to Target and shit. And I was like, fuck it, dude. I was hungry. I was gonna wait just to get groceries and then come back and cook, but I was like, fuck it, dude. And I just had some Chinese food, right? Around 2 p.m. Chinese food, so fire. By the way, the Chinese food that like I live by, it's called what the fuck is it called? It might just be called Good Food. You know what I mean? Hey, that's how you know a Chinese spot, like a Chinese like fast food chain is good when they just have like literally what the place is. Like if you ever go to a Chinese fast food spot and it's just called Chinese food or Chinese fast food, hit it up, dude. It's probably fire, dude. You know, like how like Mexican spots have a certain aesthetic that you know that asada's gonna be fire. You know what I mean? You gotta hit up. There's just something about the tile. You know what I mean? The tile of like a spot that's like, oh, their salsa is gonna be fire here. I could just tell. It's the same thing with Chinese food. You know, if you hit up that fucking sign that says food here, bro, they got some fire chow mein, beef and broccoli, all the good stuff. Hit it up. I went there, and then, you know, end of the night, I wound up I had a show at Accidental Chaos, and, you know, Mike Silver was making burgers. Dude, I had like 3 of them. I had like 3 burgers. I don't eat burgers. I'm not like vegan or anything, but I don't eat fucking burgers, and I ate 3 of them last night. When you're trying to pinch a penny, right? When you're trying to save a buck, you will literally take what is in front of you if it's free. And that's what I did. You know, Mike, he's a great chef, great cook. Actually, this food fucking works in Beverly Hills at some rich rehab spot. And bro, I'm telling you, I could taste the rich rehab money in his burgers. It was good. Fun night too. Like a lot of dudes were tripping out because, you know, I said one of my bits. It was like about going to a strip club, and, you know, at the end, the punch or whatever is just talking about like soulless women, right? And as soon as I say that, like, there's like 2 women to the left, right, sitting down, and they're just giggling. Oh my God. And the more I say like hollow, soulless, they sold their soul, This bitch is just dying. Looking at her homegirl just dying. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, and then like I talked to them a little bit. They weren't really revealing much, but I ended up calling them Satanists, and whatever, right? Nothing was cleared. I got off stage. It was cool. And, I'm kicking it outside, and some of the comedians are like, bro, how did you know that they were witches? Do you know them? I was like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, dog, they're witches. You didn't know that? I was like, no, bro. I was just going along with whatever the fuck was happening. They were obviously laughing at a certain part of the bit where, that I guess illustrates that I like women that are cold-hearted, I guess, like that pretty much are devil worshippers or something, right? They're sinful bitches, right? And they were just, that was triggering them. So I just went in on it, and everybody was like, damn, I thought you knew. I was like, nah, bro, I could just pick them out easily. Just a good guess, you know what I mean? It's not every day that you run into a witch, right? I mean, they didn't have a broom or anything, but they were dressed all in black. They looked like they have a couple men under their spell, It wasn't hard to spot out. I don't know if you guys know this, but my birthday passed. It's my birth. It's been like a week already, right? On the day of my birthday, the 19th, I asked for the day off. It was, I wanted to chill. I didn't want to work on my birthday. And shout out to Terry, owner of Haha's. She was like, hey, just come and kick it at the club. I'll give you 5 minutes, right? And I was like, dude, fuck yeah, hell yeah, right? Like, because she doesn't do that often, She doesn't like offer me the stage time like that often, and so I appreciated it, you know what I mean? And I went through, we hung out, she put me on, and I did well. It was beautiful, I did really well. And the best part about it is her and Jack Sr., they both seen my set and they liked it, so I'm pretty happy about that. You know what I mean? They seen what I could do. And here's the thing with Terry, right? She is not afraid to be critical or blunt, So that, when I seen her sometime later, I had asked her, I was like, hey Terry, do you have any notes or critiques about like, my me being on stage? And she said she loved it, right? She said it was great. She was happy for me. And it's so weird because it's really hard to take a compliment, right? Like it's like me just being like, oh, okay, cool, thank you, and then just like that's it. It didn't seem genuine, you know what I mean? So I had to like, oh, okay, that's cool, but you don't have any critiques, you don't have any notes, you don't have anything bad to say. Like I really wanted to hear the bad shit, and it's like, dude, just take the fucking compliment and walk away. Because when I was asking for more, she had a confused look on her face like, bro, I'm telling you I like it. So take that, right? Like, and I did. And I was like, all right, whatever, that's cool. And I'm just happy that she dug it, you know what I mean? And, I had gotten another cool compliment from this other comedian. His name is Nick. I don't remember his last name. Really fucking cool guy. But I thought it was cool, man. He said I was part of the, next up and coming comics, you know what I mean? And dude, that's amazing to hear. You know what I mean? Like it's like unreal to even imagine. You know what I mean? Like me and my friend, my homie, we're trying to figure out when exactly I started comedy, right? Because my other homie had like, see, I'm so bad with remembering dates. You know what I mean? And the other homie was like, "Bro, didn't you start late 2021 and pretty much you started like early 2022, right?" And I was like, "Dude, that's impossible, bro." Like because I remember starting like right after the pandemic ended. You know, it wasn't a whole year that passed. It was like shortly after, you know, because did we do, I don't know if I went to Cal State for one semester and it was online. I don't think so. But I think it was hybrid at that point where it was like some classes you can do online and then some classes you had to go and attend. And I think it was during that time. And you know, during that time, I was watching Kill Tony, and I remember introducing Kill Tony to my friend, the one I was talking to, and I was like, "Bro, when did you start watching?" I was like, "Wasn't it around like, uh, didn't I tell you like in 2020?" Because at the time, me and my ex, we were on it. We were watching it a lot, and I had told him about it, and he started watching it, and then a couple months like into watching it, he said, "Hey, I think you should do this. I think you can do it." Right? So then that had to have been late 2020, early 2021. I waited a couple more months to get like a solid 5. And yeah, so I mean, we didn't find the exact date, but I'm assuming I started in July or June, or maybe I'm not too sure. It might have been June or July, right? Because the first show I ever had, I think, let me see, I have the picture of the date. August 11th, right? August 11th at the Comedy Chateau. That was my first ever booked show. Um, and I know I was doing mics before that. I was doing the Hollywood comedy a lot. I was going to Ha-Ha's, different spots. So I know it had to have been like a month or two prior to that, right? Um, so yeah, I do think I am approaching the end of my second year. This is, yeah, I think I'll reach the third year this year in June, something like that. Yeah, because I don't remember exactly what month I started, but I don't even know how I got into this. But we were just talking about it, and it was just tripping me out. Like time has been going fucking fast, dude. Right? And it made me think like I'm so glad I haven't been wasting my time. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if this sounds like bragging to you guys or what it may sound like, but I'm just, to me, I was thinking, I was like, man, I'm so glad I just didn't let opportunities and time, like, you know, everything just pass me by, you know? Um because like since time goes by so fast, all this time could have passed and I could have been in a different spot, you know? Maybe I wouldn't be as like, maybe I wouldn't have the Ha-Ha's open mic. Maybe I wouldn't be good getting booked as much. I don't know, right? I don't know, but I'm happy that I just one sec. How can you please clean the drain? It's, you know, coming 15. Jesus. Speaking of Terry, hitting me up to come in a little bit early. Let's respond to this real quick. Cool. Yeah, just a quick one. Where were we? Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't. You know, to me, I feel like I'm glad I didn't waste time. You know, I'm pretty stoked about where I'm at right now and how things are going, right? Because it's all just uphill from here. Like I I don't know, man. You know, I think one of the main goals right now, especially with Jack and Terry giving me the chance to run an open mic night at their club. I think the goal for me is to eventually turn this into a show. And that's what Jack told me. I think that's amazing to hear. Like he was like, hey, remember the goal is to turn this mic into a show. So, you know, I think right now the way it's going, this was my process, right? Just in trying to invite comedians to come through, to know that this is a solid mic night, to make it consistent, right? Once I know I got that consistency going, then I start hitting up audience members. Yo, come through, blah, 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 whatever, right? So it's a step-by-step process, but I'm doing it. And hey, you guys know about it now. If you're in the North Hollywood area, come through Wednesday at 6. Or I have actually, side note, I have a show February 1st in Fullerton at the Continental Room. What? So crazy, dude. Because I remember I went to, not that long ago, I was there with my ex. We went to go see Los Yesterdays there. And I was talking about it with her. I was like, man, it would be sick to perform here because they got an amazing stage, right? And the room is dope. So, and it's just, now it's happening. February 1st, I'll be there. It's so crazy. Yeah, if you guys are there, see what's up. I just posted it on my Instagram, so go see what's up with that. More about like just that birthday weekend. I had my birthday show too on the 20th. Right, my birthday's the 19th, but I had already booked my own show, the one I run, on the 20th, a Saturday, and I got cross mixed feelings about it, right? Like I thought it was a little bit of a rough night, I mean, here's the thing, like it wasn't. It's mixed because there's some comedians that were like, "Oh, dude, that was tough," like it was like a rough crowd. They weren't like, they were talking a lot, but then there's other comedians who really loved it. They're like, "Fuck yeah, this was dope," right? And me, I ate a bag of shit that night, dude. On my own birthday show, I ate a fucking huge, flaming pile of dog shit that night. I mean, I didn't burst into flames. I just had the taste in my mouth, but like I got some little hits in there, but it was rough. It was fucking rough. And the whole night was just like bumpy, right? It was just a bumpy night. And, a bumpy day for, as well, because right, that week before the 20th, the weather seem like it was clearing up, not being so cold, like the days are seeming like brighter and warmer, right? And on the 20th, in the fucking morning, rain, right? And in my head, I'm already like, oh my God, dude, fucking rain on the day of the show. No one's coming, right? Who the fuck wants to drive through the rain while they just got done drinking, right? So I'm already like, flustered, a little bit frustrated. And besides that, like, look, shout out to Cities. I love that. If you guys ever are in East LA, hit up Cities Restaurant, right? It's a really nice spot. They got a dope stage. They got a dope room. It turns into a club at night. Very cool spot. I just don't think it's the spot for comedy. Unless you have like a really big name there that can sell out the room, because what happens is first of all, the owners, the manager, they all know that I had a show that night, right? And I show up like a couple hours early to set up and everything, and I'm talking with the manager, and I'm telling him my show starts at 8, and he's like, "Ooh, damn, that might be tough. Yeah, we booked a private party at 7:30." It's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, he's like, "Oh, you don't think you could push it back to 9?" Hell no, bro. Fuck no, dude. This has been booked for a month, right? You fucking last second a fucking private party, dude. That's not my fucking problem, right? So I kept it the same. We started at 8 or 8:15, right? Not only that, like a week before I had showed up because the lights were an issue. I think I had talked about it the podcast prior, where it started off with the bright white light, and then it just turned into like changing color lights, blue, yellow, green, red. Like, it's just like, oh my God, dude, right? It's super annoying. And right, I show up a week, and I try to talk to the dude, and he's like, "Oh, don't even trip. Yeah, we got it. We'll cover that. We'll fix it for you." Right? And so I'm like, whatever, right? Gave the guy the benefit of the doubt. Fuck it. Let him, he said he's going to do it. I'm going to trust him. Sure enough, day of, right? They did nothing for the light, dude. Same fucking problem. Just a flickering colored light, right? And my problem is you guys can understand now at this point, right? It's like, I had it, and look, I had a good crowd. All the chairs that we had in the middle for the stage were filled. It was a nice crowd, okay? And I'm saying you can see the frustration where it's like, right, a month earlier booked, and then you want to tell me, "Oh fuck, this might be an issue. We booked." So you booked a private party, right? That private party had no idea a comedy show was going on. Right, so they're kind of talking in the middle of the show, right? On top of that, the light thing fucked up again, right? The rain, I'm not trying to like say anything, but my friend, he had forgot one of the chips that had a bunch of his beats on it, and he had to dip home real quick, came back, started playing 7:30, and another weird thing. He had brought a record player to spin records, right? It for some reason didn't work. For some reason, we thought maybe the voltage was off. You know what I mean? Like, it just the socket wasn't like giving enough electricity. Who the fuck knows? Because when my friend tried it at his house, it started working again. So it's just all these things. And look, this show was just like a test run, right? It was just a test run. It wasn't, the second one was, because I really didn't like the way the first one went, and look, I know a lot of people could be like, you know what? It's fine to have bar shows like that. It helps you, like become a stronger comic. And it's like, look, I get that, bro. I totally get that. But I want a good show. You know what I mean? My good friend, Joe Wong, shout out to Joe Wong, super funny comedian, was my headliner, right? He was my headliner, and I think he's super funny. And what happened was, like, by the time he got up, it was probably like 9:55, 10 o'clock, and that's about when their club night is beginning to start. So people are coming in, the chatter is getting louder, you could barely hear this fool. It was just rough, man. And I didn't appreciate that, like, especially for a veteran like Joe Wong, right? With 20 years in the game. Like, I just didn't appreciate that. So I think what I'm looking to do is change another location, which will, I think I'm looking for downtown LA. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But I will be looking. See, here's the thing. I don't know if I want to be. I don't know if I want to do it ASAP, right? I don't want to like have to be hustling right away. I might wait towards like the beginning of summer, or who knows? Like I'm thinking I could start looking March. I'm not too sure. Just because the winter, it's just a rough. When it's cold, I don't see it as like a time for people, right? So yeah, I'm probably gonna be looking in downtown LA sometime late February, early March. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened, and but I do think the cherry on top of all of this, and I've been predicting it since I moved here. I made my very first Jewish friend, right? That's right, everybody. I have a Jew friend. You know what I mean? Like now I know how white guys feel when they have a black friend, right? It's just this is another level, right? And this kid, right? He's 22 years old, and he's like some like business of operations, personnel for crypto or whatever. It's crazy, dude. Like, and he was super chill, right? It was what was it? I was actually this past Saturday. Wait, what is today? It is Saturday. When did I perform? On Thursday? Friday? Fuck. I was at Haha's and I performed recently. I think it was Friday. No, it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. And right, I just bought weed, and I went to Haha's after, because I had the open mic, but I didn't have anything to smoke out of. I just had weed, and dude, white people, I gotta tell you, dude, you got some white guys out here with long hair, long shaggy hair, and a full-grown beard, and they don't do any drugs. What is up with that, dude? What? They only had cigarettes. The guys with long shaggy hair, the white guys with long shaggy hair and a full fucking beard, right? That's the number one hippie aesthetic, right? If you got long hair and facial hair, most likely you smoke pot or you do acid or mushrooms or something. I asked two guys who looked similar, none, not even papers. They don't even smoke weed, right? It's, bro, you can't rock that look, right? If you don't even partake in recreational drugs. If you're a cigarette smoker and you're just looking like that, I'm telling you what's stressing you out, bro. It's all that fucking hair, dude. You need to get a haircut, bro. You're not that guy. Right? You're not that guy, dude. You smoke cigarettes. And I'm sure, yeah, you could be like, oh, I have a friend with long hair, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but okay, dude. Maybe he shouldn't be having long hair. I think if you smoke cigarettes, you need to have short hair. Not only are you already doing an unappealing thing, but you also have an unappealing look. You look like you do drugs when you don't. Not that I'm calling weed drugs, but come on, bro. You're giving us a wrong impression of who you really are. I'm chill, man. Yeah, I'm chilling. This dude sparks up a cigarette because he's stressed. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Right? And sure enough, right, me and the bartender, shout out to the homie Aaron. He's a comic. We were just laughing about it. Like, how the fuck? And he's like, watch, dude, I bet you, dude. There's going to be a clean-cut, shaven guy, short hair. You're going to ask him, and he's going to have what you're looking for. And sure enough, my Jew friend I asked him, and he was like, "Oh, dude, fuck yeah, bro! I got papers. I got a bunch of weed." I was like, "Dude," and we just were just busting up, me and Aaron, because it was just like, of course, of course. Um, and that was cool. I thought that was chill. We exchanged information. We were just talking about him growing up, me growing up, because we're kind of right. He's a Jewish guy and I'm a Jehovah's Witness guy, right? Like I'm not really Jehovah's Witness, and he said he's not really Jew, but that's like our thing, right? That hovers. It's like our dark cloud that hovers over us, right? It's just not going to go away. um, yeah. I don't know. He was telling me a little bit about his stuff. He said, I used to be crazy, man. Like in school, I was just doing drugs and fighting people and fucking girls in the cafeteria or whatever the fuck. And I was just like, damn, bro. Like, I think I finally met a Jewish thug. That's crazy. I met a hard ass Jew fool. You know what I mean? What's up, dog? Fucking l'chaim, homie. And I was wondering about that because I remember I was walking down the street over here in NoHo, and there's these three Jewish guys, right? And they kind of look like they could be tough dudes, right? And it just got me wondering. I was like, damn, what does like a Jewish gangster look like? Just like just a fool, you know what I mean? And I found him, bro. I found the guy. He's the guy, man. So give it up for me, guys. I got a Jewish friend. Yeah. Jewish people. I don't know. Oh, yeah, dude. All right, guys. Let's get into this fucking segment. You know what time it is. The segment that I'm trying to keep alive and keep rocking because I just love stupidity. Lesser of evils. All right. Yeah. Lesser of evils, guys. All right. So this week... All right, this is what it is. This week, what would you rather be part of, right? Would you rather be, and I'm going to say you're not part of it like on the government side. You're the guinea pig, right? You're the victim. You're the test subject, right? Would you rather be part of the Project MK Ultra? And for those of you that don't know, you could look it up yourself, whatever. The government, the CIA actually, in the 60s, mid 60s to, and on, they were like tricking people into thinking that they were going to come in for some help with their mental health issues, right? There's a couple people that put themselves in these institutes or whatever that, they're struggling mentally and they thought they were going to get help. Little did they realize that not only was their mental issues not going to be helped, but also all of their thoughts and everything that is them will be scrambled. Their brain will just turn into straight mush, nacho cheese, fucking overly soaked cereal that's like, you let the milk just soak it up too much. It's no longer, that's what their brain is after, okay? You guys could look it up. They would just like drug the shit out of them, fuck with their senses and just fuck them up, right? So would you rather be that guinea pig or an employee at Trader Joe's? To me, that's a hard fucking decision to make, right? Because first of all, I feel like in order for you to work at a Trader Joe's, your brain has to be nacho cheese. Right? It has to be soaked, soggy cereal. Right? For you to want to put on that fucking uniform, that fucking vacation Hawaiian stepdad fucking shirt with the name tag, and you're wearing you're wearing khaki shorts with ankle socks. I don't know how they are not committing suicide left and right. You will never catch me in khakis and low cut ankle socks. And I gotta act happy about what I'm in? Bro, I would rather wear the McDonald's uniform. I don't want to work at McDonald's. Like, look, if it came down to Trader Joe's or McDonald's, fuck it, dude. I'm taking Trader Joe's, right? But in the case of Project MK Ultra, where the CIA is torturing me to study how to break down a person psychologically, would I rather do that or clock in as a Trader Joe's employee? I'm telling you now, I'm picking the Project MK Ultra guinea pig. You may see it as like, dude, you're a fucking retard. You're an idiot. I see it as, you know what? At least I'm on drugs, right? They're pumping me with amphetamines, acid, mescaline, right? You might even get your balls touched. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. They said there is some sexual abuse like in those projects, right? So you're feeling a lot of things, but by the time you get out of it, you're gonna be like, whoa, what was that, bro? Like I feel like I came out of a dream and I'm still in it. I don't know, right? There's time to recover. There's no recovering if somebody gets a picture of you in that fucking Trader Joe's uniform. If somebody finds if they take a picture of you in that uniform, let's just say for me, I would rather get canceled. Right? You're not gonna find me in a fucking a Hawaiian tourist shirt. I'm not gonna do it. And it has a name tag with my name. You're shitting me, dude. I'm gonna melt my brain instead. I'm going back to the 60s. They're gonna pump my ass full of acid and all these crazy drugs, and they're gonna destroy my fucking brain. That's what I would rather have. I would rather have oatmeal for thoughts. You know what I mean? I would rather have, like, if I can just get the liquid in the sound, if I could just hear that only instead of my thoughts, if I just hear liquid in my brain, bloop, bloop, just, I could be chill with that. I don't need thoughts. I could just like have fun listening to the slush that is my brain, So I don't know. You guys make your decision. I'm not hitting up the Trader Joe's uniform. You guys see what's up. I am gonna be the MK Ultra guinea pig, and it even sounds like a cool name, MK Ultra guinea pig, right? What if that sounds like it could be an evil villain? The guinea pig? No, the MK Ultra guinea pig. He's not all there. I don't know. That's my choice. You guys make yours. Hell yeah, dude. On another topic, Mark Norman had like this weird thing happen to him, or not him, but his show. It was so weird. Like, so I guess this production company or whatever, they're called Hi or something. And I guess they work with Donald Glover, or it's his company or something. And they I don't know what they're doing. Maybe it's just he just wants people to talk. I have no idea. So basically what happened was, Mark Norman is doing this show, and he said he had no idea about I think he had heard, they had told him that there were other producers that rented out the venue, but he didn't know exactly what they were going to do. And, they didn't show how far into the show he was, but sometime during the show, some guy went up on stage, like, abruptly, said some weird shit, and then next thing you see is Mark Norman getting ushered off the stage, and then shortly after, the producer, one of the producers of the show, is like, "All right, everybody, you guys, show's over, get out." Like, it was just so weird and abrupt. I didn't even know what it meant. You know, it could just be causing skepticism for people to talk about it, like I am doing now, right? Because I think, you know, I was reading about it, and somebody saw Donald Glover, I think, post up a story. Same thing with tagging that company Hi Hi, and it showed Tyra Banks sitting in between two furries, right? And I don't know if you guys know what furries are. They're just these people that jack off in animal costumes. I don't know. It's a sex thing. I have no idea. They sniff each other's butts. I don't really know what they do, but to get to know each other, you know. I don't know. Maybe they do a lot of dry humping, right? Like a dog, they just dry hump the leg, bust the nut, and move on. I don't know. But it's just weird things like that, like just weird, makes you question it, but there's no answer to it, you know. And the audience didn't know about it. It just the way it all happened, like they all had to leave, and then, you know, whoever ran the venue, the New York comedy spot, they put up a story saying, "Oh, you know, because this went viral, like they had to explain themselves or something. Like, yeah, if you were at the show, you know, and well, you know, you can come back for another. We'll host you another free show." And this, it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that, dude? They basically did what cities did to me. Instead of ushering me, they double booked some bullshit, fucked up the whole show. Look, a lot of people are like, "Oh, so what? They got a free show." It's like, bro, honestly, dude, it's when something is scheduled, right? When something is booked in and scheduled, a lot of people plan around that, right? When there's a show coming up, if it's January 31st, right? There's a show January 31st, and people go for the show, and then it automatically cancels, and then they're like, "Hey, actually, you know, like, we got to push it down to the next day. I don't know if you guys could come." And people are going to be like, "What the fuck, bro? No, I work. No, I got this. No, that. I want my," you know what I mean? That's crazy, dude. "Oh, we fucked your show, so just come back for a free one." Like, I don't know. I just thought that was weird. I mean, it's all speculation, because who knows what the fuck any of it is. And I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I thought I'd just talk about it. I don't know what to make out of it. It's the age of the internet, right? Like, you can, right now, the internet is up for breaking. There are so many ways that that people can just break the internet, where it's just like, what the fuck? And I think that's the goal, to get hella attention. Who knows? Donald Glover might be coming out with a movie. Who the fuck knows? You know, we talk about the whole Cat Williams thing before, like, you know, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last one, but I didn't know that he was on tour as well. So he probably built up all this smoke, you know, fucking exploded a bomb to help his touring dates. You know what I mean? Like, we just don't know when it comes to that side of creativity, I guess, when it comes to getting attention and, you know, manipulating algorithms to, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's on another level, but fuck it, let's see what happens, you know, as the days go on, see what happens. I guess that's it, guys. That's it for today. I actually got to be heading to work anyway. I wanted to fit this in before I got there. It was so weird, dude. Super weird. Fucking, I'm telling you, I went up to 48 minutes the last time. I was seeing the timer as the way I'm seeing it now. And I press stop, and then I go to upload it, and it's just gone. I don't know. I didn't understand it. I don't know what the fuck. So, yeah, this is why the episode dropped today. You know, some weird shit was happening with my phone, and all good. We got it done. And I want to thank you guys as always. I'll be putting everything I mentioned in the description. So if you want, oh, another thing, I actually forgot to mention it. Me and Blaze, the homie Blaze, I'll put up his information at his Blazeness. We've been coming up with this little project. We called it Comedians Play. I'll put the link in the description. And it's just basically us hosting a game of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, with our other comedian homies. It's a lot of fun. We're just saying a lot of random funny shit, and maybe you guys could check it out and support the channel. Hopefully you guys like it. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys. Good night. Peace.